The good news of Jesus for me is he was real, he existed, he walked this earth, and he's alive and with me right now.
He stuck with me even when I've rejected him and turned my back on him. And he's going to be with me right to the end of my days. And that I know, because that's what he promised.
His love, his faithfulness, his constancy, the fact that God is the same yesterday, today, and forever.
So what the good news of Jesus means to me is that I feel totally accepted the way I am, knowing that that's the way Jesus made me and that he loves me for just who I am. And I feel very secure in that.
That I don't have to explain myself to him. That he just knows all about me and still loves me anyway.
So when I feel hurt, when I feel condemned, when I feel lost, I know that God sent Jesus to me to save me. And when that goes from my head down to my heart, that makes all the difference.
When I read that Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth and the life," something quickened in me, and I knew then that I was going home, that I had found the truth. And Jesus has rescued me from myself and from my pitiful state, my pitiful broken heart. I hadn't realised how bad it was. And I'm beginning to find more freedom because of what Jesus did. So he is my rescuer, and yeah, it's great.
I get it wrong with my wife, I get it wrong with the kids, I get it wrong with friends and family. And yet there's forgiveness. There is a God out there who loves you so much that he will forgive everything because he is more interested in building a relationship with you than holding things against you.
Even when I don't know what the path forward in life is, I know I've got a Father in heaven who loves me and is seeking my best and will guide me through the unknowns, and I can be certain of his love for me and that he will guide me into good things.
It's the unfailing nature of the love of God that is not based on anything I've done or I haven't done, but purely on his grace and sovereignty.
The good news of Jesus for me is all about John 10 verse 10. I've come to give you life. With Jesus, it brings hope, it brings peace, and it brings fulfillment.
That he is my friend, absolutely foremost my friend, constant companion, guide, supporter, and really most merciful redeemer, and my saviour.
Jesus is alive and began a revolution of renewed life. God's Spirit is still active, and bit by bit he's changing me from the inside out.
I'm never alone, that the Lord is always with me, and if I'm afraid, he reminds me that the perfect love of God casts out all fear. It gives my life meaning and purpose and hope for the future.
Seeing hope where there's hopelessness, seeing joy where there's grief, and seeing that transformation and change for me and for those around me is really the good news at the moment.
Jesus is my light, and he brings hope into the very most difficult situations. When I can't see where I'm going, for circumstances around me, he's there holding my hand and taking me on the path that's the best way to go. I've had a few problems with health over the years, and in November we were given quite a difficult diagnosis, I suppose. But you know, Jesus, as you bring Jesus into those situations, the despair and the darkness goes, and he brings hope, and you can trust him. You can trust him with everything.
The good news of Jesus for me at this time is that the joy of the Lord is my strength. The Lord has given me an amazing gift of unconditional joy springing up from the very core of me. and shining out from every part of me.
For me, the amazing love of Jesus is also in his faithfulness and the fact that he's always there with me, and that nothing can separate me from his love, and that I don't have to earn it, I just have to accept it.
Having Jesus in my life enables me to walk in Father's love and to move into everything that he has for me.
I'm never alone. He's with me 24/7, 365 days of the year, through good or bad.
The good news of Jesus in my life is he loves me just the way I am, and I can speak to him anytime.
He is in every single moment of every day. And to me, that is the goodness and beauty of God.